The YouTube thumbnail game is on, and I'm your host CGR back with another episode. So today we'll be continuing the rest of the story. If you haven't seen the part 1, go and watch it. Otherwise, I'm gonna recap it ASAP. So this is just a part of the start of the story. It's not a story from the rags to the riches. It's just the start. What's good for the rest of the world, it's just fine for us. It's just something for us. So let's start. So till now I have done Photoshop courses, procrastinated, sent my first 3 Upwork proposals, set up my portfolio on my website, which HTML, CSS, JavaScript, normal static website hosted on thecgr.com. After that, I procrastinated again, and finally I am on a train. I negotiated with a client and closed my first client. Did work for my first client and got paid $100. That was my first payment that came from international waters. And before that, no payment had ever arrived. The first payment that came from international waters. How good that sounds. Yeah. So we have our first $100. The project has ended. The man is creating his course, and I am again back to not ground zero, but I still again don't have any more clients. But this time I have a portfolio, I have a confidence, and I have a new mindset. And I have already tasted what money feels like. So now I'm chasing it again. So now I have tasted. The lion has tasted blood. Now it wants more. It's not gonna stop until it has the hunt. I don't know if that's how that sounds, but yeah. So I have earned the first $100. Now I want to earn more. So I send more proposals. I created account on Legit as well, and a few more websites. Like I tried Contra, and I started following more freelancers who have become millionaires by freelancing, etc., etc. I listen to podcasts about freelancing. I am spending time and I'm learning more Photoshop, etc., etc., making more thumbnails and improving my previous thumbnails as well. So I send in more proposals, I get more referrals, and it all continues for a few months. Yes, for a few months I was just like that. And there is one point I would like to share, that this all happened when I was on a train. The month was, I think the month was around March. Yes, it was 16th or 21st March, maybe. And on the 1st January, on the great night, the New Year's Day, me and my cousins, brothers, sisters, we were all sitting, and everyone had a goal. We were sharing what's our goal for this year, and my goal was to get to 1 lakh rupees per month by the end of that year. And so back to March. Yes, after March I started sending more proposals. I got close some clients. I started doing work like it. I started getting regular income from that. I closed a client from, I think, London, Netherlands. I don't think he was Australian. Another guy's name was Chris Liard Tomer. There was another girl. She was from African American. I think there were many people. I, of course, have a list of them. Ariana. Then I have worked. Many started their new YouTube accounts. Many have closed. Many have transitioned to new things, etc., etc. I have worked with a lot of people. Like, I have confidence in this field now. And you do not get confident by shouting affirmations in a mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proofs that you are, you say you are. You don't get confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proofs that you are, you say you are. So that, and especially for me to feel confident about anything, it takes a lot of proof. I'm working with so many people, and over 1 year, more than years has given me the experience. So we were in March, and now it's the end of December. I have not yet crossed it. I'm still in like 30,000-40,000. Like, my college is gonna end after 6-7 months. Then I have thought that, like, again the same thing, procrastinating, being in my comfort zone. Easy peasy doing the work. Normal. I'm thinking that's like, now I'm balancing my college, and like in college I did do something important. Like, during school I was not very social person, so in college I was talking to many people, trying to socialize with them, at the same time balancing my studies as well as this freelancing thing. So right now I'm not sending more proposals and not trying to get more inbound clients and etc. I'm not trying to expand intentionally. That I'm not forcing anything. I'm not sending proposals. I'm not approaching clients, etc. Nothing. It's all coming in itself, and just doing that work. And it's December and nothing has happened. It's still like 30, 40, 50,000 max per month. That's also all inbound. In January or February around, I got like, I had a friend, female friend, her friend, male friend, he was also doing freelancing. Like, I didn't know many freelancers during that period, and he was crossing 1 lakhs per month, like around 80,000, 1 lakh per month he was crossing. I got kind of like jealous. Like, there is always a thing with me, like, I have had issue connecting with, like, making friends. That seems very complex tasks, if I can say complex tasks to me. So I am always trying to break things down. Why someone has a friend, they share 5 classes together and I share 2. That's why they are better friends and I'm not. They are of same age, they have similar goals, they have similar more friend groups that they are divided into. That's why I have more connection threads that are connecting them. Maybe they eat the same things in the canteen. So I try to observe every single thing and break everything down so that it is simplified for me, and then that way I can take action or compensate myself mentally that is the reason I am not having that great friendship with that particular person. That my goals have not aligned with any other individual. That's why I got a bit jealous, and then I still didn't do anything, but I was kind of, let's fucking make 1 lakh. Like, my group I used to hang out with, like, they were discussing like 1 lakh is cool and etc. And that guy is making CGR, can you make, etc. And like normal chit chat. Like, I was like, it's very easy, I can easily do that. Like, I knew that I couldn't do that. I can do that. Like, I could do that easily. Like, it's just a simple thing. You have to put in the work. I was just doing 2 to 3 hours of work in the whole day. What do I expect? I can just send in more proposals, get in more clients, and then easily expand it to 1 lakh, 2 lakh, whatever I want. So I wasn't doing that. I knew that I was not doing, and just I sent like a message to God, maybe, if I can say that way. I don't literally like talk to God, but I feel that there is a presence. There is like when I talk to things and I want thing, it does happen. It does have some effect in the outside of me, in the surrounding, something like that. Not talking about manifestation shit, but yes, there is something, some impact. So I put in the word or thought, and next month I got a person. He, like, my exams were about there in that time. I was gonna speak on stage, anchoring, and then he sent me an invite on Upwork. So check, can you make this thumbnail? I would like to work long term. I made the thumbnail. After 2 to 3 days, I submitted the thumbnail. Like, I was busy with other things, so-called busy. I was not doing actually at all. Like, I don't actually feel that I'm ever actually doing anything, but regardless, yeah. So I made the thumbnail, fabulous thumbnail. Like, I like that thumbnail to this date. And he said, done. He loved the thumbnail, and he said, wow. And would you like to work with me full time? Like, not full time, a lot. I have a lot of projects to give you, and it will increase over time. And what is your rate? What will you take? Like, till that period of time, I was charging like $3. A few clients I had closed for $5, but there were very few projects that were giving me $5, and I had done $10 as well till that period of time, but I had not done large number, $5-10 projects. So he just said me, like, I said $5. Like, I was just negotiating high. Like, I didn't know. I like most of the clients, like, they just eat. Sometimes if it's like one thumbnail or two thumbnail per week and it's giving you like $3, then it's just waste of your time. Okay, if there is so less numbers, then you have to take at least $10, $20. That should be the price. If it's like a bulk orders, then 3-5 it will work. So he's like, $5, okay, done. Batch. He that guy started sending me bulk orders, 10, 5, 10, 20 thumbnails daily of $5-10, and paid me weekly. It was just fabulous, and that was the first time I was making 80,000 lakhs easily, and my other clients were also contributing that 20, 30, 40, and it all added up. Like, even in a few months of time, I was reaching about 1.7, 1.6, 1.5 easily. So that was, and it's not that it was easy or something. I had to keep learning. I had to make iterations, and I have to keep expanding my skill set and putting in the work, putting in the number of hours. Like, there in the start, at that period of time, there were, like, I was not skilled that much, so I had to put in more time, and there were days I did not sleep, especially till college was still on. Like, I had to speak on stage. I had anchoring performance. If you can see behind, I have a Mr. Farewell type. I won Mr. Farewell of my college, so for that I had to speak on the stage. So I had to manage all of that. There were days I did not sleep, a few hours of sleep. I was like, my brain was fried, especially during the farewell, the fest, and you don't get confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. It did not stop me. I did it all. So I just did it all, and that made my portfolio, my skill, the real thing, like 10 thumbnails per day, 20, 15 thumbnails, even 20 thumbnails per day. The money came, the skill set came, the portfolio came, and then it all grew a lot. And he used to find references and good thumbnails of that particular topic. But more importantly, other than money, skills, I realized what a big market this is. I, who started a few 6-7 months in with no particular, like, I do not consider myself the most talented person, or I am not close. Like, people are making so good stuff. When I see many designers doing so good stuff out there, and I am getting so many projects daily, 10 projects. How big market is this? Like, YouTube thumbnail game is a very, very big game, and it's a very important game. The YouTube, I do not remember the stats, but there are millions of videos being uploaded, millions of hours, and each of that required a thumbnail. And without a custom thumbnail, they all go perished. Because if they do not click, you do not get views. That's the power. This is such a big market that I am a person who's I have got no skills, nothing, no special talent, etc. I'm just trying to learn, and I am getting so much in so less amount of time that this has to be something. This, I have not yet explored it 100%. I do not know the depths of it. I do not know the stats of it. But if I am getting it, if 10, 20 thumbnails per day is reaching me, this must be a very, very deep waters. This must be very deep water. After that, that guy, after a few months ago, he closed his agency, and like, we parted on a good terms, and it was all really good guy. He's perfect. After that, just everything came down a few months, and then I have a great portfolio. I closed more clients. I got a big agency. That's all good, and I'm working on new niches now. So all better, full time, even in one place. So I'm just like this. If you have to see from my story, it's just that YouTube is a very big niche. I think you can do great at any niche. It's marvelous how big, if it's on internet and it is connected to the world, it's a very big niche. If you can explore the waters, if I can do it, everyone can. Like, this is such a cliche line, but if anyone tries, they can do it. So my story is, I don't think that it's like it's the end of what I'm gonna tell you right now, but just start. And the start that you have heard and you're gonna witness, because it's gonna be big. It has to be big. Like, why it has to be big? I was named Chandragupta Roy. It's the founder of the grandest empire ever built on the Indian subcontinent. So yeah, I will do something big. And you will do something big if you believe in yourself. So with that, I will end today's episode, and I will be back with another episode tomorrow. Brought to you by CGR Designs.